Hey guys, coming at you from my bedroom. It is negative 50 degrees. I'm freezing. Yep. Yay. And I went for a really long walk. I went on my COVID walk this morning. Did you guys have COVID walks? Like, remember we were in lockdown and like we all tried to walk for 800 hours every day? So it was my COVID walk. I haven't done that in a while. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Left a frog in my throat though, because it is negative 50 degrees here. All right, so anywho, I want to talk to you guys about something really important today, and it's the power of curiosity. Now, this is inspired a little bit by this morning's walk because I was listening to the new book by Oprah. I think it's only on Audible, and it's called What Happened to You. And the idea of the book is that we want to change the conversation from what's wrong with you to what happened to you. Because we've all experienced so many different traumatic events that we don't even really acknowledge. I mean, let's be honest, right? We don't, because it's embarrassing, or we don't want people to know we're vulnerable. And some of us don't even recognize stuff as trauma. And every single event can occur to two people completely differently, right? So someone can witness a traumatic accident, and for the ambulance workers, it's Tuesday, right? And to somebody else, they're traumatized for the rest of their life. Exact same experience, very different viewpoints and outcomes for the individuals watching the same experience or having the same experience. Does that make sense? So in today's episode, I want to share with you a really powerful lesson I learned in corporate America 329 years ago. I'm that old. And this amazing experience I had with the power of curiosity. So picture it, Sicily. Oh wait, no, that's a different show. Okay, so picture it, me in corporate America. I know it's hard, right? Could you imagine? I was mayhem all the time, totally wreaked havoc. I was just lucky that, people liked me and I could be funny sometimes, only sometimes. So anyway, I have these awesome teams, right? And the head designer was just extraordinary. I really, really liked this guy. Like, unbelievably talented, right? Like, so whip sharp. Designs were gorgeous. He was still learning how to manage, but his heart was in it. And he was really just a really good person. And I was so happy to have him on my team. And I felt like he was like just the right fit. It was really great. And he had a sense of humor. Plus, right? So it had been about, I would say 9 months, and I couldn't quite get the work out of him that I was used to seeing. And I tried everything. Like, I took the dude out to coffee. Like, I did the things. I've been told I can be inspiring from time to time, right? Like, I was working so hard to get out of him what we needed, right? And I knew he had it. Like, it's not like he didn't have the talent or the skills. Like, dude was amazing, right? And I could not get this work out of him. I'd gone to my boss. I'm like, what are we gonna, he's amazing. I don't know. I can't get out. And I was like, I think we're gonna have to fire him. I just don't know. Like, I can't, the light's gone out. I don't know what to do. And then, I know, can we just imagine, like, what a jerk I am? I think back on this, I'm like, oh dear heavens, please. I'm so sorry. But like I was telling you guys, everything is clean upable. Right? Like, we can always clean up our messes. In the course of this, as I was just at my wit's end, I remembered that sometimes it's more important to be curious. Sometimes we can learn things if we actually ask questions. I know, your mind just blew, right? Like, what? Yeah, I'd forgotten that. And it's like so simple, right? Like, we think that we go, well, duh, Sarah, welcome to planet Earth. I know, I'm just like, hello. So I sat down with him and I said, listen, I don't know what to do. I think your work's not up to par. I'm not. What happened? Oh my God, you guys, this is way before Oprah's book, right? Like, yay. I'm so glad that I don't claim that. I think that was divine intervention somewhere. But I knew to sit there and say, what happened? And remember, I'm on the break firing home slice over here, right? Like, oh my God. Turns out his wife had had several miscarriages in the last 9 months. I'm going to cry. And he was having a hard time concentrating at work. And when he went home, he felt like he had to be happy. And here I was pummeling him for not being inspired enough. Can I tell you, you guys, I was heartbroken. Like, how on earth could I have missed that and not provided an environment for him to have space to heal the way he was providing for his own wife at home? That is the power of curiosity. And let me tell you something. I had a mess to clean up there, didn't I? Like, a really big mess to clean up. And I was reminded of that story and how, disappointed I was in myself, right? Obviously, I've forgiven myself since then, but just the heartache of that, of just, oh my God, like, how could I have not seen that? And I think as we are expanding as humanity in the moment, I know it's a grandiose thing for me to say, but we really are. And I know in Sarah Uncut, I'm usually lighthearted and fun, but some of this stuff is really serious. There's a lot of stuff at stake, right? And I always want to teach you guys something. I don't want you watching a video of mine and then like hopping out and eating some peanut M&Ms, wondering about whether or not you should watch the next episode of Garfield. I don't know. I've heard that happens from time to time. Maybe that's just my house. Anywho, I want you to really hear what I'm saying. Do you understand the catastrophe I could have landed on his head had I not asked one question? I asked one question, and that entire conversation took 3 minutes, and it completely altered our course. Not to mention, he now had a safe place to go to for himself to heal while he was providing for someone else who was healing. Do you get that? Like, do you get the humanity of that? Because of one question. So I have a challenge for you this week, and I'm not kidding, okay? A challenge. I want you to pick one relationship, right? Or one person that you are really having a hard time understanding. Someone who is, you are just like, what? Hi, planet Earth much, right? Like, that kind of feeling you can have with people. You're like, are you having the same experience I am? First of all, you want to understand, no, they are not. They are not having the same experience you are. That's a guarantee, because they are bringing all of their life experiences to the one moment you're having with them now. So no, they are not having the same experience, because you likewise are bringing all of your stuff to the same experience. So I want you to think of one person today, this week. I mean, I want you to talk to them by the end of this week, but I want you to pick the one person right now. Go ahead. Yeah, that one that just popped in your head. That's the one. Yeah. So I want you to do that, and I want you to get curious. Tell me why you think that way. I want to understand what you're seeing. Wouldn't you love somebody to say that to you? Don't you love it when someone's like, tell me about your world. Tell me about what's happening for you. I mean, isn't that like the best feeling? Like when someone is really interested in you? Let alone when you're in the middle of a conflict. Let alone when you're feeling insecure or you're feeling like you can't quite understand what's happening in the moment. Wouldn't it be amazing for someone to come up to you and say, help me understand what you're seeing. Help me understand what's happening here. What don't I know about what's going on for you? I'll say that again. What don't I know about what's going on for you? Because I guarantee you, we've seen all the memes and the cute videos, right? Thank you, Jay Shetty, right? About all the things that are like, everybody's going through something. That's true, because we all are going through different things. And if we're not even in the moment going through something, we've gone through stuff. Right? And for 1 minute to think that that's not carried into the room where you're having this conversation is bananas. Of course it is. So we want to expand our ability for compassion and empathy in those moments. Now, why the hell is a business coach talking to you about this? Because do you think you can create products, services, videos, podcast episodes, podcasts in general, interviews, ideas, books, if you don't know what's going on for other people? Those of you that have taken business courses, what's the very first thing you do? You create your ideal customer avatar. And that is about empathy. Because that is not about selling to people. That is about understanding where people are. And you can't do that if you're not listening. It's time to get curious, my beautiful girlfriends. So this week, I want you to have the one conversation. And if you're stuck and you don't know which question to start with, like the lightning bolt amazing question is, what do I not know about what's going on for you? All right, you guys, I love you to bits. I'll catch you next time.